Picture this: two apartments, same street, same rent range, same city noise outside the window, but everything else feels completely different. Jerry lives in the first apartment. He earns about $95,000 a year. Walk in, and it looks impressive at first glance. Huge television on the wall, a leather couch that probably cost around $4,000. The kitchen is packed with gadgets, some still sitting in their boxes. Closets are stuffed with clothes, a lot of them never worn. There's even a second bedroom, but it's not really a bedroom anymore, it's storage. Now here's the part nobody sees. Jerry checks his bank account and feels that tight feeling in his chest. He's constantly doing mental math. One unexpected bill, and things get shaky. Two missed paychecks, and it's a real problem. Now walk into the second apartment. This one belongs to Mark. He earns around $52,000 a year. Less than Jerry, a lot less. There's a simple couch, a normal sized TV. The kitchen has exactly what gets used. No more, no less. The closet is smaller, but everything in it gets worn. The second bedroom is actually a bedroom. And when Mark checks his bank account, there's no tension, no stress. He's got over a year of expenses saved. He invests a chunk of every paycheck without even thinking about it. Same neighborhood, half the income, and somehow far more financial security. So what's actually going on here? Because this isn't really about money. It's about something most people never notice: the relationship between stuff and freedom. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. My name is Nathan, and I spend way too much time thinking about how money actually works. Please do me a quick favor. Show your support and hit the subscribe button. Here's where it gets interesting. Jerry isn't reckless. He doesn't gamble. He's not making wild decisions. He just slowly built a lifestyle that quietly demands every dollar he earns. Mark figured something out earlier. Owning less doesn't mean living worse. It means living on purpose. And that one shift creates breathing room that most high earners never feel. So let's break down the rules that create that gap. Because once you understand these, your entire view of money changes. Rule number one starts with something simple. Everything you own costs you twice. The first cost is obvious. It's the price tag, the number you see when you buy it. But the second cost is where things get real, and most people never calculate it. Think about a piece of home gym equipment. Let's say you spend $15,000 building out a full setup. Sounds like a smart investment, right? Now think about the space it takes up. That space isn't free. In most cities, every square foot you live in has a yearly cost attached to it. That equipment might be quietly costing you hundreds, maybe thousands a year just to sit there. And that's before maintenance and before the mental load, because every single thing you own takes up attention. You have to clean it, organize it, move it, think about it, deal with it later. Even if you don't notice it, your brain does. There's actual research showing clutter increases stress and lowers focus. Your environment isn't neutral. It's either helping you or draining you. And then there's the biggest cost: opportunity. That same $15,000 could have been invested, left alone, growing in the background. Over time, that could turn into something completely different. So when you buy something, you're not just buying the thing, you're choosing that thing instead of future options. And once you start seeing purchases like that, your decisions change fast. This leads to the first real rule: always calculate cost per use. Before you buy anything, ask one question: how often will I actually use this? Not the version of you that's motivated for 2 weeks, the real version of you. Then divide the total cost by that number. That's the true price. A $200 jacket worn twice costs $100 per wear. A $400 jacket worn 200 times costs $2 per wear. Suddenly, the expensive option looks cheaper. Now flip it. That fancy kitchen tool you use twice a year? That's a very expensive way to solve a small problem. This one rule cuts through impulse buying almost instantly. It forces honesty. And honesty saves money. Now, here's where it gets uncomfortable. Rule number 2, the replacement test. Walk through your space. Look at everything you own. Now ask yourself this: if this disappeared today, would I actually buy it again? Be real about it. Would you replace that gadget in the back of the cabinet? Would you replace those clothes you haven't touched in over a year? Would you go out and spend money on half the things sitting around you? For most people, the answer is no. And that's where things shift. Because if you wouldn't replace it, why are you keeping it? At that point, it's not adding value. It's just taking up space. Space in your home and space in your mind. Minimalists don't remove things because they hate stuff. They remove things because they've done this calculation and they don't want to pay ongoing costs for things that don't serve them. Once you start clearing those out, something weird happens. Your space feels lighter, cleaning gets faster, decisions get easier. You stop wasting time managing things that don't matter. And that leads to the next rule: one in, one out. This one sounds simple, but it's powerful. Anytime something new comes in, something else has to go. No exceptions. This keeps your environment stable. It forces you to choose what actually deserves space in your life. And it prevents that slow buildup that most people don't even notice until it's overwhelming. Now, here's the part most people skip: the mechanism behind all of this. Because this isn't just about decluttering, it's about control. Reduce unnecessary possessions. Step 2, lower your ongoing costs. Step 3, create a financial buffer. Step 4, redirect that buffer into saving and investing. Step 5, build security over time. That's the system, and it works whether you make $50,000 or $500,000. Because the goal isn't just to earn more, it's to keep more and use it intentionally. Now, here's where people push back. They say, but what about enjoying life? And that's a fair question, because this can sound like restriction, but it's actually the opposite. When you remove things you don't care about, you free up resources for the things you do. Better experiences, more flexibility, less stress. You're not cutting joy, you're choosing it more carefully. And here's the bigger shift. This isn't just about money. It's about attention. Every object you own competes for it. Every decision you make uses it. And when your attention is scattered, everything feels harder. When it's focused, everything feels simpler. So the real question isn't how much you make. It's how much of your life is actually under your control. Because that's what Mark figured out. He didn't try to match someone else's lifestyle. He built his own, one decision at a time, one purchase at a time. And over time, those decisions compound, just like money does. Now, this isn't about throwing everything away, and it's not about extremes. It's about awareness, seeing the full cost of what you own, and deciding if it's worth it. Because once you start asking that question consistently, your behavior changes without forcing it. You stop buying things you don't need. You start valuing what you already have. And slowly, your financial situation starts to shift. Not because you earned more, but because you used what you had better. And that's the part most people miss. If two people can live in the same area, with similar lives on the surface, but have completely different levels of security, then maybe the real difference isn't income. Maybe it's intention. So here's the question. If everything you own disappeared today, what would you actually choose to bring back into your life? Because your answer to that might tell you everything you need to know. If this video helped you, share it with a friend or two. Please show your support and subscribe to the channel. It really helps, and it means a lot.